Hello, future engineers. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're still new to my channel and you like what I'm doing, please don't forget to share my videos to your friends and to your friends' friends. That's the only way you can keep me refreshed and inspired. And if my videos are important to your studies, then don't forget to subscribe. By the method of least work, determine the member forces and the reactions at the supports of the truss shown. Cross-sectional areas of the top and bottom chords 2,500 millimeters square, and for interior members, the webs 1,250 mm square. So here is the figure, and analyzing the truss, this is indeterminate to the second degree. So we must select two redundant forces. So I choose one diagonal, DG as F, and the other redundant force would be the reaction at C. I'll call that R sub C, so that they are close to each other. And we will express AY and RE in terms of R sub C. So if you sum up moments about uh, E equals 0, so AY times 36 plus 90 times 9 plus RC times 18 equals 225 times 9 plus 90 times 27. You will get AY 101.25 minus zero point 0.5 R sub C. Similarly, you sum up moment about A, you will get, of course, summation versus X is 90 kilonewtons. Then R sub E is equal to 213.75 minus zero point 0.5 R sub C. So I will leave this to you to check if these values are correct, and the rest will be static, so I will also leave that to you. So let's put the forces here. First, at A, summation forces Y, the slope is, for this member, is 1 square root of 2. So you will get, for member AH after summation force Y at joint A is 0.7071 R sub C minus 143.19. And summation forces X at joint A, you will get negative zero point 0.5 R sub C plus 191.25. Then at B, of course, BH is 90 kilonewtons. Then because AB and BC are equal from the FBD at B, so this is also negative zero point 0.5 RC plus 191.25. And summation versus Y, that's 90 kilonewtons. And it's not a function of R sub C, though it is still required because we are asked to determine the member forces and the reaction at the supports. Then we proceed to joint E. At H, summation forces vertical rather, so we have negative 0.707 R sub C plus 15.911. And summation forces horizontal, you'll get the value of HG also here. So you proceed to joint E, summation forces Y, then you will get force in EF 0.7071 R sub C minus 302.29. Summation versus X, you will get negative zero point 0.5 R sub C plus 213.75 for DE. Then you proceed to joint D, summation versus vertical to solve for DF. Remember, there is a force of 225. Summation versus X, remember this is F, is for CD negative 0.7071 F minus zero point 0.5 R sub C, then plus 213.75. Then summation versus vertical, you will have for DF negative 0.7071 F plus 225. And remember this is F. So at At G, summation forces vertical, you will get negative 0.7071F for CG. Then at F, summation forces vertical, you will get F minus 0.7071 RC minus 15.908 for CF. Then at F, summation forces horizontal, you will get GF 0.7071F plus RC minus 292.5. And finally, for member GH, R sub C minus 202.5 if you sum up forces horizontal at H. Then you may check joint C if it is in equilibrium. You may summation versus X if it is 0, or summation versus Y if it is 0. The joint where we haven't yet used, so that would be the joint that will be checked for equilibrium. So we'll now tabulate. These are the different members. So first for AB, negative 0.5 R sub C plus 191.25. Partial derivative with respect to F is 0. Then with respect to RC, negative 0.5. The length of AB is 9. Then 0 here. The product S, partial of S with respect to R sub C times length here. It's 2.25 RC minus 860.625. For AH, let's transfer 0.707 R sub C minus 140.19. Partial derivative with respect to F0 with respect to R sub C 0.7071. The length is 9 square root of 2. Then product S, partial of S with respect to F times length is 0 here. Then with respect to R sub C, there's a value, put it here. So 6.364 R sub C minus 1288.7. For BC, negative 0.5 RC plus 191.25. Partial derivative with respect to F0 with respect to RC negative 0.5. Then the length is 9, 0 here. And there's product here. 2.25 RC minus 860.625. For BH, it's 90. So partial derivative with respect to F0 with respect to R sub Z 0. The length is also 9, but 0, 0. So the final member force would be 90. For CD, negative 0.7071 F minus 0.5 RC plus 213.75. Partial derivative here is negative 0.7071. Here, negative 0.5. The length of CD is 9. So there is product here is equal to 4.5 F plus 3.182 RC minus 1360.3, which is here, it's different. 3.182 F plus 2.25 RC minus 961.875. For CF, we have F minus 0.071 RC minus 15.908. Partial derivative here is 1. Here it's negative 0.7071. The length is 9 square root of 2. So put the product S, partial S with respect to F times length here. And also for S, partial of S with respect to RC times length here. Then CG, negative 0.7071 F. Partial derivative, negative 0.7071. Here 0. Length 9. product here 4.5F, then here 0. CH, this one, negative 0.7071 RC plus 15.911. So partial derivative 0 here, negative 0.7071. The length of CH is 9 square root of 2. 0 product here, then here there is equal to 6.364 RC minus 143.2. For DE, negative 0.5 RC plus 213.75. 0 here, negative 0.5 here. The length is 9. Then 0 product here. Here there is equal to 2.25 RC minus 961.875. For DF, negative 0.7071 F plus 225. So negative 0.7071, 0. Length is 9. There is product here. 4.5 F minus 1431.89. Here it's 0. DG, this one, it's F. Then 1, 0. Length of DG 9 square root of 2. So 9 square root of 2F. Here it's 0. EF, 0.7071 RC minus 302.29. So 0. 0.7071. Length is 9 square root of 2. 0 product here. Then here there is. It is 6.364 R sub C minus 2720.7. FG, 0.7071 F plus RC minus 202.5. So negative 0.7071, 1. Length of FG is 9. So there is product here as well as here. So here it's 4.5 F minus 6.364 RC plus 1288.7. And here it's negative 6.364 F plus 9 RC over negative 1822.5. Finally, for GH, RC minus 202.5. So 0 here, 1. The length is 9. So the product here is 0. And here it's 9 RC minus 1822.5. So first partial of, or S partial of S with respect to F times length over AE equals 0. So 0 equals summation of S partial of S with respect to FL over AE. Because the work done by an internal force is 0, which is F. So adding this column, and we have color coding. First for this color, so 9F minus 3.182 R sub C minus 71.6. We multiply 1000 square so that the numerator is in Newton mm. The denominator is in newtons if E is in megapascals. So I just put it E anyway. When we cross multiply, it will still be 0. Then for the yellow ones, adding 34.456 F minus 9 RC minus 1634.37 times 1000 square over area 1250 E equals 0. So simplifying, combined F, so 9 times 1000 square over 25 plus 34.456 times 1000 square over 1250. Then for RC and for the constants also. So the first equation is 31164.8F minus 8472.8 RC. Then the constants, which are negative, transpose to the right, 1336,136. Call that equation 1. Then 0 equals summation of S, partial of S with respect to RCL over AE. So for these columns here, adding corresponding values for this color. So we have negative 3.182F plus 39.728 R sub C minus 11299.4 times 1000 square over 25E. Then for the yellows, negative 9F plus 12.728 RC minus 0.028 times 1000 square over 1250E equals 0. Actually, this 0.028 may be ignored, but because we base it from the results above, so we just consider it. Anyway, the answers for F and R sub C will not be affected. So combining like terms, so E will be cross to 0, so it's still 0. So we have negative 8472.8F plus 26073.6 RC plus 4519782.4, equation 2. So solving these two equations simultaneously, we'll get F, which is SDG, equals 98.723 kilonewtons, and for R sub C, it is 205.428 kilonewtons. Having found these values, we can now compute the final member force. You just substitute the value of RC and F if they are functions of RC and F here, then put the value here. So for instance, for AB, negative 0.5 of 205.428 plus 195.25. So the final member force here is 88.536 kilonewtons for AB. For AH, 0.7071 R sub C, so times 205.428 minus 140.19. And you will have 2.068. For BC, this is negative 0.5 of RC plus 191.25, so it is equal to AB, 88.536. Then BH, it's 90. For CD, negative 0.7071 of F, 98.723 minus 0.5 of 205.428 plus 213.75, so that's 41.229. Then the rest you just evaluate. For CH, negative 129.347. For DE, 111.036. For DF, 155.193. For DG, 98.723. For EF, negative 157.032. For FG, negative 66.879. And lastly, for GH, 2.928. For the reactions, we have 101.25 minus 0.5 of RC. So I will leave that to you. There's no space anymore. Then for RE, 213.75 minus 0.5 of 205.428. So I also leave that to you.